so perfectly. But I do want to say that 2.5 weeks ago, I was here with a group of 36 runners. Over 200,000 signatures opposing this pipeline, which is major. And those of you who haven't signed it should go sign it. You can go to change.org/REZPECT-RWater. You can do it right now on your fancy phones. But when we got here, it was incredibly difficult to get any press, any media attention, anyone to show up. We were making phone calls. We had environmental organizations working on our behalf, trying to make phone calls, trying to get press here. I was making phone calls. People from the reservation were making phone calls. And very little to no people showed up. And now, look, 2.5 weeks later, how many people are here and how many cameras are here? This is being covered. This is on the cover of the New York Times today. What that shows us is that when we don't stay quiet, we can make a change. We can make progress. We can do something. And that's how we're going to win this fight. I continue to say this, I don't feel like this is my movement. I am standing in solidarity with the bravery and the courage and the resilience of the people from Standing Rock Reservation who said, this is not going to just affect our land and our water and our people. This is going to affect all of humanity. 18 million people in our country depend on the Missouri River for drinking water and for tap water. When you turn on your faucet, most of us don't think about where that water comes from. Chances are, likely, at least a few of us here, depend on the Missouri River for drinking water. What happens when gallons of crude oil contaminates water like that? It destroys our water. It destroys our future generations. And every single time we allow a pipeline to be built, whether it's the Dakota Access Pipeline, the pipelines that are going through West Texas, the pipelines that are in Florida, all over our country, every time we, the people, allow that to happen, we are endorsing the fossil fuel industry. But when we stand in front of those pipelines, when we stand with our brothers and sisters, and we say, I stand in solidarity with you, that sends a message out that we are ready for renewable energy, and we will not stop until we have renewable energy. Because we have the technology. One last thing I want to add is I've been on the ground for 2.5 weeks in North Dakota on Standing Rock Reservation, camping out there with everyone. There are a lot of rumors going out in mainstream media, in the Bismarck Tribune, in lots of news publications. Rumors of pipe bombs, rumors of violence, rumors of gunshots. The governor of North Dakota issued an emergency address. There is a roadblock leading to the reservation with men with rifles as people go in and out of the res. As someone who has been there for 2.5 weeks, from an unbiased place, there is no violence happening on Standing Rock Reservation right now. In the camp with over 2,000 people from over 47 tribes who have come from all over the nation and non-tribal allies. No fights, no violence, no gunshots, no pipe bombs. The only pipes that are there are their sacred pipes that they pray with. And when the sheriff of Bismarck, North Dakota, hears someone say, go get the pipe, when he hears that, he assumes it's a pipe bomb. And that's the message that all of a sudden starts spreading. You want to know what that pipe was? That pipe was to pray for clean water for that sheriff and his kids as well. That pipe, that sacred pipe was to pray for all of humanity, all of those that have come before us, and all of those that are going to come after us, that we have to stand up right now. Because guess what? In 2016, we can't jump in any river we want to jump in. Because most rivers in our country are contaminated, and that is sad. That is tragic. As a 24-year-old woman, to know that if I'm driving and it's hot outside and I want to jump in a lake and I can't because there's toxins in it, what kind of a world is that for me to bring my children into? And the people of Standing Rock Reservation recognize that. So I just want to say thank you to all of them and everyone who showed up here today. Because 2.5 weeks ago, a lot of us weren't here, and now we are. And guess what? If we keep this momentum going, what's going to happen in 2.5 weeks from now? We're done being silent. This is bigger than a pipeline, you guys. This is about humanity. This is about connection. This is about recognizing that we all come from different places, we all look different, we all believe in different things, different traditions. But we all recognize that water is not a privilege. Clean water is not a privilege, should not be a privilege. Clean water is a right. Thank you for having me.